Hi guys, welcome to this quick video and thank you so much for clicking. I was out with a friend at the weekend and they asked me, Pete, why do you go low carb? And I thought that's actually a really good question because a lot of people don't really know what low carb means. Yet they see a lot of the pictures I post, a lot of food I make, and they think there's quite a lot of carbs in there. Are you sure you haven't got the message wrong? And the message is really quite simple when we talk about low carb, okay? We all have very different ideas of what the right diet should be, and there is no correct diet. To achieve weight loss, any diet is right as long as you restrict the caloric intake. It's all about having your energy balances right. Low carb for me is different to low carb for somebody else, and the message out there can be very confusing and conflicting. I try to keep the message very, very simple. When I talk about carbohydrates, I talk about two kinds. Natural carbohydrates and what I call cruciferous carbs, and then refined starch, refined carbohydrates. I have quite a high amount of what I call cruciferous carbs. Broccoli, spinach, kale, green vegetables, and vegetables which grow above ground. The other carbohydrates, which will be your refined starch, your pasta, your cereals, your rice, I try and avoid those at all costs, really, and that's a personal choice of mine because there's a theory that the higher the starch content, more of that will get turned into sugar, and it's the sugar that, for me, I don't like to eat as much of. So although I talk about a low carb, high fat diet, I actually have quite a lot of cruciferous carbs in there, and I'm very, very low level of refined starch or refined carbs. I then try and keep my content of protein, content of fat high. I try and keep it very high quality. And between my carbohydrates, which are cruciferous carbs, my protein and my fat, I do everything I can to make sure it's nutrient dense rather than being calorie dense. If you take a Domino's pizza, for instance, fully loaded meat pizza, that would be very, very calorie dense, but very poor in nutrients. I try to avoid those kind of foods, high calorie, low nutrient, and instead I go for a food which is high nutrient and maybe lower calorie. I'm not too bothered with the calories. For me, it's all about the quality of the food and the nutrient density of that food. That will then lead you to being satiated, a feeling of being full, being fuller for longer, generally being healthier, and that leads to just feeling better, having better skin, better hair quality, better sleep, better mood. The whole thing for me is linked. Feeling less run down, just feeling happier, feeling healthier, feeling better. So that's why I go low carb. It feels good, you're eating real food, you're eating colour, and it's fun. So the question isn't why low carb, the question really is, why not?